I'm Renee Rails, and welcome to What's Hot ATL, the show where we bring the movers, the shakers, and the entertainers to you. Today, this show is full of music. Have you ever wondered how to get a music contract? Well, we've got singer-songwriter Wesley Cook here today that's going to show us how he got his big break and also what his new album's all about. Not to mention, we've got a DJ here that's going to teach us how to scratch. Hey there, I'm here with DJ Cash from Connections DJ. I totally messed up your DJ name. What is your DJ name?
D. Cass.
D. Cass. What about if I can be Renee?
Everybody
Cass,
does it. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. Just don't.
I was so overwhelmed with the music. Okay, so what do you guys do at Connections DJ?
We actually are a DJ school, one of Atlanta's first DJ schools, and we specialize in bringing beginner DJs, people who want to know how to DJ. If you want to do it professionally, or even if you want to do it as a hobby, we specialize in the fundamentals of DJing, helping you learn exactly what we do, and not only that, we make sure you have a good time.
So tell us a little bit of background. I know we had talked about kind of the evolution of DJing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been DJing for about 20 years now, so I started out when there was nothing but records, no computer, anything like that, and over the years it has evolved because I travel a lot, so bringing crates and crates of records, can get quite expensive, if you got to go overseas and stuff like that. So the technology has evolved to where you need to have the turntables and the computer. You play MP3s, but you do it the exact same way that you do it in records. So it's been different now, but it's still the same concept.
I think there's some miscommunications. I think that some people think that when they see the computer that DJs are just hitting a button and playing a song, and that's it.
Unfortunately, there are some DJs that do that, but those are what we consider are push button DJs. But the art is utilizing this. You only use this so you won't have to go get your records, so you won't have to go get your CDs. All it does is assign the same records, the songs to each record.
Now, I might not have the DJ look, but can we at least start like a beginner? Can you show even a beginner how to do this?
Absolutely. You look like you got the look. So what I want to do is I want to bring one of my instructors in, DJ Daddy Dre.
See, I can say that. DJ Daddy Dre. That rolls off the tongue.
Of course, just like DJ Renee. DJ Renee, DJ Daddy Dre.
Yeah. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to just play a beat, and then we're going to do some scratching. I know scratching is like the 360 dump.
Yeah.
So we're going to just play a beat. And Dre is going to show you where to place your hand and then how to move the fader back.
Well, yeah, you just place your hand right there, and then you just watch that, and you listen to it. And then you use your hand on the fader, and you bring it in when you want it to play. There you go.
All right.
And follow the beat.
I definitely don't sound like the Fat Boys, but...
You can go a little wider, a little... Yeah, there you go.
All right. Okay, so why don't you show them how this is really done? Obviously, I need a class. I definitely need a class.
See?
So you can tell us about then where can they find more information about you guys?
You can go to www.connectionsdjs.com.
I like it.
That's www.connectionsdjs.com.
And you guys also do parties?
Absolutely, all over the city, all over the country.
So if you can't learn to DJ, which you guys can teach you, but if you can't, you still hire these guys to come see you.
Exactly.
Like
Absolutely.
All right, well, coming up next, singer-songwriter Wesley Cook. You may already know our next guest, Wesley Cook. He's been in Billboard magazine, every Atlanta magazine possible. His new album, Heavy, came out to sold-out crowds here in Atlanta. Wesley Cook, thanks for having us. Thanks for coming.
My God, such an introduction. Thanks for having me.
Well, tell us about your new album.
Like you said, it's called Heavy. It's dedicated to my brother who took his life about a year and a half ago. But I write really upbeat songs that are positive about living life completely. And so the dichotomy of the name Heavy and the name of the song Heavy that I'll play later is upbeat and fun. It talks about embracing life. I'm a very positive person, and I'm really glad that this tragedy didn't shake me of that. It just made me stronger, committed to that idea. And so that's what the album's about.
Well, on Billboard, actually, I'm going to quote what they say. Listen to his new album, Heavy, and you will find hints of pop, rock, Latin, and even a few 80s style power ballads. What do you think of that?
I'm fine. And if they said it and it's cool, then it's fine by me.
And being in Billboard is pretty amazing.
I'll take it. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, but it's true. I'm like a Venn diagram of a few different influences who definitely have probably the stronger influence in me. So I just meet in the middle somewhere. So I'm happy with that. It's hard to carve out your own niche, but I like being different. You
And
know?
some people don't just want one niche either. So having a variety like that, nothing wrong with that.
It's all gravy to me, and all my albums are like that. So ultimately, in the wash, it just kind of you end up carving out your own path in a way, you know. So I like that a lot. I didn't do it on purpose. It's just I like, and I'm glad people do.
Well, and we know Atlanta's a big music scene, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of people here that jump into bad contracts. What would you say? How do they make sure that they get a good one?
You got to keep it real. You have to make sure to pay attention, and you can't be too hungry to where you're willing to make a bad decision for your future. You know, I mean, I completely understand. You know, it's a really, really hard grind. This industry, it really is. But you know, but you have to stay sober about these decisions and stuff like that. You have to put yourself in the shoes of, hey, so imagine you wrote a song and it's your kid. Imagine giving your kid away to somebody else and you have nothing to do with it. You know, so you have to equate it in a way that's very tangible. You can't let the hunger, you know, your growling stomach, you know, be louder than your reason.
Well, and
You know.
luckily you're twofold. You're a singer and a songwriter. I know a lot of people, they're either one or the other. And I know even like with songwriters, a lot of times a producer will say, hey, send me, you know, your lyrics, send me this. What is the best way for someone to go about either if they're a singer or a songwriter or they're both? How do they even get into the industry?
Well, I mean, just start playing out, you know, and just like you said, that can mean a number of things. You know, you could be a performing person, you could be a performing singer, songwriter, you could be the person who only writes lyrics, you could be the person who sings other people's songs. You know, there's a number of formulas, like there's really no any one thing. But what I do outright, as soon as I feel a song is done or on its way, copyright. Copyright, copyright. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if there's some discrepancy down the road and somebody's like, well, no, we recorded this, it's like, correction. Here you go, you know,
Right.
so you have to make sure. I mean, if you want to do music for yourself in your living room, and if you want to just do music for music's sake, which is definitely part of it, there's nothing wrong with that. But the second you decide to take it out there and try to do it for a living, you have to pay attention to a lot of stuff.
Well,
you know what I mean?
let's get back to Wesley Cook. You got some big performances coming up soon.
Yes.
Tell us about them.
Woo! Just got picked up for 420 Fest here in Atlanta, which has kind of outgrown its original home of Candler Park, and it's at Centennial Olympic Park this year. And that's so we don't have the exact time. They're still working out the exact schedule, but we're on the poster and we're picked up for it. So that'll be the weekend of April 20th or 19th, whatever that is.
Very cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really pumped about that.
So if people want more information to find out where these tickets, where do they go?
WesleyCook.com.
Well,
But I'm also highly social. So if you're on Facebook, Twitter, yada yada, I'm on everything. I'm very easy to find.
And he will send you a happy birthday little strum of the guitar too. So ladies.
It's entirely possible.
Well,
It's
Wesley,
happened.
you already gave the secret out that you're going to sing us out. And I just want to tell everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Table 33, for having us. And make sure you check us out at whatshotatl.com. I'm Renee Rails. Till next time. Please welcome Wesley Cook singing Heavy.
Thanks. Won't you gather round? People got a story from a steeple and a little bit of something. I hope that you'll give it a chance. Woo! And if you do, it can help you dance. Said the little old lady with the wisdom of the ages. She come up to me and she wiped the sweat right off her brow. She said, now why do you work so hard anyhow? I said a little bit of this form, a little bit of that time, a little bit of paradise. Someday that's where it's at. And I'll be happy when I have that. No, she says, you take hold of your life. Don't you let things take hold of you. And one day you could be happy just being you. So don't make your life so heavy, child. You'll never make it out of this alive. And don't make your life too heavy, son. You'll never make it out of this alive. No. And don't take your life so serious. You'll never make it out of this alive. And don't make your life so heavy. You'll never make it out of this. 'Cause life is made of what you make. It's not made of what you take. You keep moving up toward that sun. Now, baby, don't be late. Little darling, just you wait. Oh.